Welcome, Cancer, to your June 2023 reading, and happy birthday to all you Cancers out there born at the end of June. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Now, this month, just to let you know, this is a bit of an unusual deck. It's called I Tarocchi di Dante dei Fedeli d'Amore. So it's an Italian deck. It's from 1983, so it's 40 years old. And I have tried so many times to use this deck, thinking I'd like to use it. I haven't used it for a reading online yet. And every time I do, there's something saying, no, it's just not right, and I couldn't use it. And this month I went to my cupboard, opened it, and there was this deck shouting out at me again. And I thought, oh, here we go. I'm going to get it out and start to use it, and it won't be right, but it just feels right this month, so I'm using it. But I'm also doing something a little bit different. I'm using one of the oldest decks I have, and my newest deck to clarify. At the end of this reading, I'm going to be pulling out a few cards to get clarification on the reading and just to finish it off. Now, let's get into your reading. Now, for starters, I feel like this is quite a significant month for you. You're starting out with a major arcana card, and it is the Emperor. Now, for some of you, you may have a very significant Aries in your life. You may have a significant Sagittarius in your life. There's also water energy here. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. There's also air energy here. So, sorry, as you can tell, I haven't used this deck very much. You have the Queen of Swords here and the King of Swords. So divine counterparts here, very powerful. So there could be a Libra or a Gemini here that is playing a significant role, or an Aquarius as well. This is a general reading, so any air sign, but specifically Libra or Gemini. Now, the Emperor card is, as I said, very powerful, very fiery energy, but this is talking about order. This is talking about getting things planned, having things written down, writing lists, getting your life organized, and really I was going to almost say under control here is the wording that's feeling like it wants to come out a little bit. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is to do with your health as well. I feel like you are taking some steps to be healing yourself. Now, for some of you, if you've been really worrying, if things have been quite stressful, I mean, you've got 4 sword cards out of the 8 cards here, Cancer. So I feel like there's a lot of things that have been on your mind. Swords are all about the mind, the intellect, your thoughts, your ideas, your inspiration. And for a lot of you, you may have been struggling a little bit mentally with worries and concerns. And that Emperor card is telling me you are now taking control of your healing. And for a lot of you, if you have been feeling unwell physically or emotionally, this is almost like there's a plan. You're putting a plan in place to get things better, to start healing here. Now, the Temperance card you have as well. Again, this has kind of a feeling of you melding. It's almost a little bit of an energy of the Magician here, where you're blending and melding things together here to make things work to suit you. But the Temperance card is about really having some patience here. So I feel for a lot of you, don't stress or worry too much. Excuse me, I'm just going to cough. Sorry about that. I tried to cover the mic there. You are really melding things together to make things work for you. But yes, remember, things just can't happen overnight, and there is a bit of patience that Temperance asks of you. And it also talks about things, balancing things out here. Now, for some of you, this also can be, often you will see in the traditional tarot imagery of Temperance, she's got 1 foot in the flowing stream of water and 1 foot on land. And this can also be a few of you needing to make a decision. And it's really asking you, make the decision. Don't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Just make the decision and go for it. Use the energy of the Emperor there. Organize things, make plans and go for it. Don't be kind of wishy-washy anymore. Don't be having 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Just make the decision and go for it there. Now, you've got the King of Swords. This is a great person to have in your life if you need some advice, because they are able to give you advice intellectually, looking at the situation logically, without emotion. And sometimes that's what you need, because you are a water sign. You are often quite emotional, and you find it difficult to remove that emotional side of you when looking at a particular problem or a particular situation. I mean, it's great to be able to look at all sides of things, but sometimes in certain situations we do, when we are feeling a little bit unsure or we're needing advice, this is a great person to go to. This is someone, as I said, that can look at a situation without emotion and be quite direct and tell you how it is. So this can be quite helpful here as well. Now, just because you've got the King and the Queen here, as I said, this is very powerful energy, divine counterparts. The Queen is a Libra, and this talks about things coming back into balance. You are trying to balance things out, having a very level head, a level mind regarding certain decisions and situations that you might be in. Now, for some of you, this can be about money, but for others, this can just be you being in being in two minds about something here as well. Now, this can also have something to do with the law, legal issues, the King and Queen of Swords, justice, having that sword of justice coming in. Now, I must admit, some of the imagery on these on this particular deck is quite graphic, so I do apologize if you are offended. Maybe switch off and don't look anymore. But this deck is all about the Dante's Inferno, so it's kind of based on the trials and tribulations that Dante went through in that journey into hell. So that's why some of the imagery here is quite graphic. I'll just put that little bit of information in there, sorry. Now, the King of Swords could also potentially be someone that is going to help you out financially here as well, Cancer. Some of you might be getting some assistance. This could even be to start a business, to provide backing on an idea that you might have that you want to start. You might be getting some finance. This could even just represent a bank manager or a lawyer in your life that you are going to see to give you legal advice on any contracts or anything like that that you're wanting to start. But I feel like this person is going to be beneficial to you for business or work related kind of things in June. Now, the Six of Pentacles does talk about the flow of money. So you might be, as I said, getting a lovely gift here. This is a card of abundance, the 6. This is where either you are in a position to be actually giving money to those around you. You might be giving to charity or helping out at a charity. Or, as I said, people may be assisting you financially and you might be getting some funds coming in for you, which is really nice as well. Now you've got the 4 of Swords here, bottom left hand side. This is a card of healing. This is a card of you just, shutting the door on the outside world and getting some respite here. I feel like for a lot of you, as I said, you are the ones taking control of your healing as well. If you have been stressed, if you have been worried, if you have been unwell in any way, you are taking control of the situation. And whether that is just removing yourself, going on a journey somewhere, just to relax, a weekend away, just to get your mind off things, or you are actually putting in a plan together to help you, a more in-depth plan on healing and getting well if you have been unwell here. But 4 of Swords, yep, definitely rest, recuperation, relax. You need it, Gemini. Cancer. Now, that Queen of Swords looks quite ominous, doesn't it? The Queen comes in and cloaked. This is actually in this deck, this is the only Queen that doesn't wear a crown. So she's actually disguised herself under this cloak in this card, and she has perhaps brought in some swift justice of her own. Because the Queen of Swords represents the card or the sign of Libra, which is also represented by the card of justice, I feel like this Queen is coming in to bring in some justice of her own. And this is what I was talking about, things coming back into balance here. So if you feel like you need to right some wrongs here, you will be doing that, and just by doing that, you are able to start afresh here. This, as I said, this could have something to do with an air sign, a Gemini or a Libra or an Aquarian here. But I feel like you are taking on the energy of that Queen of Swords, and you potentially can be, getting that sword of truth to come in and cut away what doesn't serve you any longer and bring things back into balance. I really feel like you are harnessing a lot of this energy of that Emperor, of the Queen, even of the King a little bit. The King, I do feel like this is someone here that you could potentially be gaining some assistance from financially or even mentally as well. But yeah, definitely some justice coming in for you. So if you've been going through any legal battles or anything like that, I think you're going to be quite successful there as well, Cancer. And you've got that Ace of Swords as well, and this is actually quite a lovely card. This is new inspiration, this is new ideas, this is a new beginning mentally, logically. You're thinking about things in a completely new way than you have before. You are undertaking projects as well in a way that you've never done before as well, starting afresh. But that sword there is sharp and it cuts, and it's called the sword of truth. So I feel like there are going to be some truths that will be coming to light in June for you as well. but that is definitely a new inspirational beginning here. And again, this could even be you signing out some contracts. You might be going into business, and there could be just a new start here in that. But certainly, as I said, if any new ideas are going to be coming in, you're going to be able to harness that. And I think there's going to be some things that you are really going to love as well about this whole new beginning, this new energy in that Ace of Swords, because you have got the Nine of Cups, and this is such wonderful, happy energy. You being having everything that you want. This is a wish come true here, Cancer, and you are going to, and I feel like it's not only going to be lucrative here for you, but it is going to be something that you absolutely love. I feel like this could be a new job coming in for a lot of you that is going to be, pays you really well, but it's going to make you really happy and something that you really enjoy. But I'll get some more clarification cards from the Mystic Palette Tarot deck. Let's see what comes out for you here. That just flew out. So here we have the Hierophant. So for a lot of you, you are going to be doing things in a traditional way. This talks about traditional kind of structures here. And this could also be part of your plan. You know, you might be deciding to go down the road of traditional kind of things. You could potentially be deciding to get married. If you've been 1 foot in, 1 foot out about deciding about getting married, you might actually choose to propose, or you might say yes if someone asks you. For some of you, you could be deciding to go back to a corporate job or get a corporate job, something that is again quite structured here. Now for others, you might be deciding to go back to university. If you've been umming and ahhing about what to do with your life and which way to go here, you might decide, yep, I'm going to go back to school and I'm going to get that degree, or I'm going to get that extra study to freshen up my skills or help me get a job, or whatever it is. But for a lot of you, you might be going down that traditional road here with the Hierophant there, because that's what the Hierophant does talk about. I mean, the Hierophant can also talk about you bucking the trend, doing things your own way, which will also be successful for a lot of you as well. But it's very much linked to the Temperance card, where it's that back and forth, that mulling things over. Now you've got the, oh wow, okay, you've got the Four of Wands here, so definitely some of you might be getting married here. That is the card of marriage. Both of those cards are cards of marriage. Or you could be just deciding to build a really strong relationship with someone, and if you've been dating someone, perhaps you might actually make it official, move in together. You might be building a home, making that safe, secure structure with someone here as well. Now you've got the Judgment card. Love this here for you, Cancer. This is a reawakening, a rebirth in the way you think about things. Very much linked to that Ace of Swords. New ways of looking at things, new inspirational ideas coming in. You are rising up above the past, letting that go. There is this rebirth. You are starting again. And, you know, you've got the Seven of Swords here, so you might really be thinking outside of the box and really deciding to do things a little bit differently. Now, the Seven of Swords can talk about really making sure the way you proceed, think clearly about the repercussions of your actions. So if you are deciding to go in a particular direction, make sure you really think it through carefully. No jumping straight in, blindfolded here. Plan things out. Use the energy of that Emperor to get you in the right place and have a plan of attack if you are going to be commencing anything new. And also perhaps use those people, this King of Swords in your life, whoever that may be. So, you know, I talk about star signs, but it's also more about the character of the person that the cards describe. So rather than just being an air sign, which it could very well be, this is someone very logical, very able to look at a situation and give you intellectual responses, look at things from that non-emotional perspective, you know, really be able to remove emotion when looking at a situation here. So this, you know, often is the characteristics of air signs, Geminis, Libras or Aquarians, but it can also be other signs that have that ability to really be able to remove emotion when making a decision or looking at a situation and making a judgment about something. So we'll leave it there, Cancer. I hope that resonated with you. Happy birthday. As I said, have a wonderful month. I also offer free mini readings to all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't offer or doesn't answer for you, just put new subscriber in the comment section below and ask your question after you click the subscribe button, and I will give you an in-depth, more of an in-depth mini reading. For everyone else, if you've got a question as well, I will give you a yes or a no answer on your question, or just whatever short message comes out when I shuffle my cards for you. So please feel free to, for everyone else to ask a question. But for new subscribers, once your subscribership clicks over, I will go into more depth and give you quite an extensive reading, even though it is only a mini one. So have a great month. As I said, happy birthday, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.